All right, guys, we're back for round 3 Edison format, Epic Cards and Games. We got John Vigil on the left and myself playing a Hero Frog mirror match. This is the last round before top 4. We only had like 10 people in the tournament this time, so yeah, only 3 rounds of Swiss. So I want to die roll and set a monster. Let's see what John does. John opens Infernal Prodigy and Substitute. And he's going to do block me and get all the frogs out of the way. So these mirror matches tend to take a long time. So they're not the most fun matches to commentate and to play. It's just not fun. But if you play frogs, you got to prepare. Because it's one of the weirder mirror matches in the game. Okay, so yeah, he's just going to go for the dupe block. You don't want to leave Substitute up in the mirror ever. Okay. So yeah, also John and I decks are almost identical. Maybe there's like 2 or 3 cards different. 4 at most. Okay. So I normal sub and Tribute Treeborn. So yeah, we're gonna both dupe block each other. This is why these matchups take forever. I usually don't take too long when I play Yu-Gi-Oh! My matches don't normally last long, but one time I played a frog mirror match and it took forever. It's actually on the channel. It's one of the longest videos on the channel. So yeah, just dupe block each other. Neither one of us drew a dupe frog and upstart. So yeah, you can tell our decks are really similar. But I set a back row. Let's see what John does. What's in his hand? I see like Swap Frog. I think he's got Gores too. He's going to bring back Treeborn. Yep, so Treeborn. Also, we're both X1, so the loser is out of top 4. I don't take the undefeateds. Usually when I'm at the local, I don't film the undefeateds because I'm most likely going to get them in top cut. So that's why I try to not feature the same people, same decks. All right, so he tributes my dupe frog and his Treeborn for Gores, makes my dupe miss timing. And he's probably going to attack into my dupe. So this is surprising. I could have stopped him from attacking my dupe, but I guess I want to hold my whatever that trap card is, either Wing Blast or either Wing Blast or Regeki Break. And he wrote us for junk, so he's got to play for next turn. And then he passes. So if that is a Wing Blast or a Regeki Break, I could have done it when he attacked my dupe, but I'm probably thinking, I don't really care. No, so I'm going to Wing Blast. Okay, so I was going to lose my dupe anyway. I think another reason is because I can't deal with the dupe block. So John always does that. He tries to like, he's like, oh, put back my Gores. No, I'm not going to put back your Gores. I don't want you to draw Gores. I want you to draw that dang dupe frog. Okay, so yeah, he takes 6. He's going to, so luckily he doesn't have any frogs in his deck, so he's going to have to draw that dupe. And he grabbed back Unifrog. Draws into. So see, this is one of the weaknesses of the frog deck that I'm trying to figure out. I could keep messing with the ratios. Because like John's hand, he's got a bunch of weenies in his hand. He's got like Unifrog, Swap Frog, Dupe Frog. And now Regeki Break his Gores. Okay, so this is good. I'm going to pierce his Treeborn. If he doesn't get rid of it. He already wasted his normal summon. Yeah. What's his life at? He's like at 78 to my 8,000. If I can put a ton of, if I can like Miracle Fusion him or something, he might just lose. Because let's say if I have a Miracle, let's see, but I'd have to have like a really strong hand. All right, so Treeborn comes back. Rhoda, probably Stratos, yeah. What am I getting for shadows? Also, I sped up the duel because I hate commentating over these frog mirror matches. So this duel is sped up more than I normally do. All right, so boom, 25 there and 14. So yeah, John took a ton of damage there. So he's at 30, what, 37 to my like 88. He drew a dead heavy storm. Talk about a horrible draw. That's a real. That's like one of the last cards he wanted to draw in this scenario. Okay, junk. So John is gonna. I think he should make Catastor here, but instead he goes for Go. I think he should have made Catastor because look, if he makes Catastor and I activate Miracle Fusion, at least he can take down my 0. But here, since he's going for Goyo, a Miracle outs his Goyo. So that's why I think he should have went for Catastor. He goes Catastor. I get it, you're playing around Caius, but your Caius still hurts. Like I'm still gonna Caius your Goyo and attack over the Prodigy. I guess he doesn't lose, but I think Catastor would have been better. At least that's my opinion. So yeah, this is exactly what I said. So here, my 0 is going to out his Goyo, and I think he knows I have Alias, so yeah, I'm going to just wipe his field here. So he's at 25. So the only difference is I wouldn't have 0 right now. All right, so Trap does shoot. So I'm guessing his Miracle's live, so there's no need to put back the Ocean. Yeah, because he has Infernal Prodigy in there, and he drew Regeki Break. See, if he would have went for Catastor, he would have had the Regeki Break to out my Alias. So now he sets Regeki Break, sets a monster. I put my extra deck on top of my main deck on accident. Okay, so draw. He's at what? 35 because he took 200 from when I attacked over Goyo. So I know his hand. I have Unifrog. I mean, I know what that back row is. Most likely a Regeki Break. I'm surprised I know almost some of that Unifrog, because if he has Torrential or Mirror Force right here, he could come back into the game. But instead I force his Regeki Break. I think another thing is I know John's deck. See, if I was playing someone I didn't know, I probably wouldn't do this. But John, he got top 8 at this big tournament. We went to Oklahoma, and I saw his deck, and he was not. I don't think he was playing Torrential or Mirror Force. So I kind of pre-played him a little bit there. And this is just what happens at locals. People pre-play because we know each other's decks so well. Versus like if you go to a large tournament, a lot of times you don't know what's in your opponent's deck. All right, so he pierces me for 25. He's got that dead heavy. He's at 31. I think he should have Regeki Break to 0 though. Yeah, he should have Regeki Break to 0. Now he's gonna what do you Regeki Break, the Alias? I think John just kind of knows he's screwed. He's like, I'm not gonna win this game. So this is game on board, I think. Yeah, he's gonna take 14 there, and then that's game. Yeah. All right, so let's get ready for game 2. This time John's gonna go first. Okay, so he opens swap, Treeborn, standard frog play. So I mirror his. I think John kept in Heavy Storm. I know most people cite out Heavy Storm against frogs. I keep MST is good to keep, but Heavy Storm, it's like it's just not that good. Yeah, you can sometimes hit the Regeki break, but uh-oh, I held the dust shoot. Wow. Normally I don't hold it. Normally I flip it right away. So he's got sub, dupe, swap frog, and 1-for-1. So I'm kind of like, it really doesn't matter what I send back. So 1-for-1, and then substitute. Okay, so he brought back Treeborn, 1-for-1. So he has not normal summoned. I don't think he put the substitute back in his deck, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna go through everything, and it looks like he cited in Book of Moon. A lot of people are signing Book of Moon to out Vanity's Fiend in the mirror match. And Dyna's and stuff. The reason I'm not a big fan of Book against Dyna is because you still have to attack over it. I know the theory is like you book the Dyna and then you bring back Treeborn and Tribute for Kai's, but what if you don't have a Monarch? So it's, or you go Miracle Fusion. It's just, I don't know. It might be better to just deal with it, like side in like Fissure or something, Soul Taker, Smashing Ground, stuff like that. All right, so this is just John dumping all the frogs. So and he has not normal summoned, so now he just normal summons his dupe. So now I'm dupe locked, super dupe locked, because he's got a substitute on the field as well. So even if I like Book of Moon him, I'm still in a pretty tough position. Alright, John's got like 2 cards in hand, which I know are heavy Miracle. So he doesn't have a hero and a dead heavy. Alright, let's see. What's in my hand? I think I remember I remember now what happens. So this is going to be an interesting sequence that happens right here. So I bring his substitute. I get why John left the substitute up, but he's going to get punished right here for leaving the substitute up. But I probably would have done the same thing. And another thing, I think, I don't know how popular enemy controller is in frogs, but John, everyone at my locals knows that I specifically don't play enemy controller. So the only card that hurts him is brain control, which is a 1-of. So I brain his substitute and then soul exchange his dupe. So his dupe will miss timing. So the last thing to happen is the substitute monster hit in the field, whatever. And now he's got a dupe in attack mode. Alright, so I can't attack. Alright, so I'm reading Soul Exchange. I'm reading if you can activate 2 Soul Exchanges in the same turn. And apparently you can. It's not like Stormforth. Well, like, I was thinking about Stormforth, because Stormforth you can only activate 1, I think. You know, Stormforth is kind of like a way better Soul Exchange, doesn't target, that came out later. Alright. So look at this. That brain control, Soul Exchange basically wiped his dupe lock, and I'm going to make my own dupe lock. Alright, let's see what... Okay, so John is checking the ruling, so that's going to slow down the duel a little bit. Because I think he didn't know either if you could activate 2 Soul Exchanges in the same turn. But the card doesn't say it, so that's why we're slowing down. Now, the reason why I wanted to use the second Soul Exchange is basically I want to leave him with no cards. Like, I know you have basically you have 1 miracle in hand. That's it. So the only way, like, the only thing you can do is draw a hero or your whole hand is dead. You have to basically top deck. And then I pop his sub and end with like a dupe block and like 3 cards in hand. 3 swap frogs, but which is fine. If I draw monarchs, then I can just pitch those swap frogs to bounce back my Kaises and stuff if I draw them. I think he drew Ocean. So now his Miracle's live. Dang it. That's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure that's what he drew, Ocean. I wonder what's like a good way to deal with Absolute Zero without it gaining its effect. I think you have to like book it. I think that's another reason why John cited in book to like book the 0 and then like Caius it, or that's another reason people like Book of Moon. But now if I deal with his 0, he's gonna wipe my field. But if I can Caius it, it's okay because then his other miracles are dead. But it looks like I didn't draw a miracle. Now John drew Brain Control. So I'm probably gonna have to Regeki break this 0 or Wing Blast it. Wing Blast is good too. Wing Blast will actually be better because it doesn't leave a hero in his graveyard. All right, come on. Wing Blast, please. Or Caius. Ryza's good too. So I'm probably going to do a draw phase. Yeah, so draw phase so that I can bring back my Treeborn Frog. Yeah. Right, John's got what? So heavy that I know and Brain Control that... Yeah, Brain Control. Okay, so here comes the Caius. I get rid of one of his Treeborns. Attack for 34. So now I'm going to put Caius back in my hand. So John's got to be careful now to not bring back his Treeborn and get Caius. Then he's going to lose both his Treeborns. So you can tell that's why he didn't bring it back that time. So that's a good move by John. He's like, I don't want you to Caius both my Treeborns. And okay, normal Ocean. And I'm going to hit him for 25. Yeah, he took both. And put the Ocean back. I'm surprised I put the Ocean back. All right, John's at 41. Probably regretting keeping heavy in. Maybe John was thinking, I never side out heavy. John doesn't play frogs that much, so I think maybe he doesn't have as much experience playing the mirror match. I've played a bunch of mirrors against my friend Ryanide. Even though it's a Machina frog deck, I've played him a bunch of times, so I'm a little bit more used to the mirror. I played a few other people playing the mirror match, Juan and Breeze from my local, and I played my other friend Henry playing the mirror. All right, so the Caius comes down. So he pitches the dead heavy. Why is the Caius in the gray? What am I doing? Okay, so I'm just going to hit him for 2,000. I'm just trying to get him low. See if he's got Gores. So he doesn't have Gores. Put both swaps back. So now that he knows my Caius is gone, he's going to bring back the Treeborn and set one. But I think I had another Caius, so I kind of baited him to do this play. Yeah, I think I baited him to do this play, so now that was my game plan. And this is game, he's going to have to drop a Fader. All right, so I know he's got Brain Control and whatever that face down is. Okay, so I see Soul Exchange, so swap, put the Caius back. Okay, this was surprising. I remember what happened now. So he's got Brain, and he drew Soul Taker. He sided in Soul Taker for a Vanity's Fiend. I get it. You have to side out, and it's Absolute Zero. So yeah, that's a good side deck card. So John sided in Burial. I think because he thought that I would side in Soul Release, which I actually don't side deck it. I don't side Soul Release in the mirror match because I'm terrified of Vanity's Fiend, and that's why I don't. I don't play Battle Fader currently, but I side it out because I'm so scared of just staring down Vanity's Fiend. Like I want to make sure I have an out to it because it's just game over. If you can't deal with Vanity's Fiend, it's game. That's what the mirror matches come down to that I've played. It's like, do you have an out to my Vanity's Fiend? No, I'm gonna probably win. Okay, so I rise up, put the Treeborn back, attack over his Battle Fader, so he's drawn Treeborn and scoops. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the duel, and we'll be back for top 4. See you guys next time.